deaf driving in Guyana. Today, members of the Deaf Association of Guyana will be picketing outside of the Ministry of Public Security. They're basically throwing in activism for this to be put into the laws of Guyana so that they too can go about their lives as normal as possible. We have Mr. Jeremiah Williams here with us, and next to him is Ricky Mohammed, two members of the association. We also have next to me Reverend Lawrence Hallahan, who will be translating for them and for me as well. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you both doing?
Good morning. Yeah, we're doing fine.
Tell us about today's activity and why it's so important.
The deaf need to protest. Why? Because they need a driver's license. We've been complaining about this for a long time, that we've been less than the hearing people. And so we're hoping this is going to help, that the deaf will be able to learn how to drive and show the police that we can drive. But they really have to make a decision, and we hope that they respect us and make that decision. Mm-hmm. And we're hoping that encouraging to bring Guyana up to the level of other countries, for example. And we're hoping that the ministry will let us become drivers in Guyana, just so that we can improve our lives. Because in Trinidad, USA, Suriname, many of the deaf countries, the deaf in those countries, they can drive, and they keep saying, "Well, how come Guyana doesn't?" Well, when it's the same as a hearing person. If a hearing person is driving with loud music, it's the same as if a deaf person is driving, because they're not paying attention just the same.
Okay. For members of the Deaf Association and those who are generally deaf, how different is it for them to be driving on the road or to learn how to drive?
It's very much the same. The driving experience is the hearing. They can hear. The deaf, they pay attention with their eyes. They see the mirrors. They look in the mirrors. So on the road, they're pretty much the same in terms of attention. And the deaf, the hearing and the deaf can see cars moving back and forth. And the deaf use their eyes to make sure that they are paying attention to what's happening on the road. Even emergency vehicles, they know to turn, move over and let them go by.
Do any of you know how to drive already?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Only at my job do I jump for the forklift. I work at, and it's easy. So I've been driving maybe 7 years. But I need a license to drive on the road.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ricky?
Yeah, in Trinidad, my friend taught me how to drive. And then one time I was at my birthday party, and he showed me how to drive, and not too fast and slow. And he learned that many of the deaf in Trinidad, they know how to drive. And he said, when I came back here, I encouraged the police, try to get a license here. Okay, I don't have a license here.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the Guyana Police Force, their officers, the interaction that they would need to have with deaf drivers, do you think the entire force is prepared to have this sort of system implemented?
No, I don't think they do. I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the police, they don't really think about the deaf, and they sort of joke about, a deaf person driving. But they can. The deaf can learn how to drive, and all they got to do is practice at it. For example, if the police stop me or whatever, then they have to interview me or talk to me just the same as a hearing person.
Okay. What about other drivers on the roadway? Is it difficult? Is it going to be difficult to interact with them? As in, give them a warning sign, honk the horn at them.
Yeah, sometimes I can use a hearing aid. I'll hear if I have my hearing aid on, I'll hear a horn. Or the car behind. Like in Trinidad, they have a little sign in the window that says deaf. It's a little hearing aid or an ear, a picture of an ear with a slash through it, meaning that person can't hear, and so they flash their lights to let a deaf person know.
Who are you encouraging to join the picketing today? And let's remind persons as to where and when it is.
So today, about 11 o'clock till about 1 o'clock, Ministry of Social Protection, in front of the Ministry of Social Protection, till about 1 o'clock. We want the deaf and the hearing to come out, the families to come on out and join us, so that we can have a good crowd. We need your support, so please come out if you can.
Ricky, any final words?
I'll just reiterate what Jeremiah said.
Well, we thank you so much for coming in. Best wishes to both of you in the association. At the end of today's picketing, we hope it's a successful reaction from those in authority. And we wish you both the best for the rest of the year as well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Stay tuned. We are getting ready for the news here on Guyana Today. It's Monday morning. Stay with us.